The last session of this day in the press conference, and I want to ask something, Madam Minister. Or
let me just once again thank the Federal Minister of Defense of Germany for being with us today. It's a great honor for us to have you here, not only as a Federal Defense Minister, but you just have proved during your speech that we have here today a European leader with vision for the European Union. And I would like to add what you have discussed already. In order for Europe to have credible foreign policy, we need credible defense policy. In addition, I would like to refer to what you mentioned during your speech. We have Euro elections, and the far right and the far left, they have a common denominator: how to demolish the European foundation. But we, the people and the parties of EPP, who have a great European vision, and will fight together to make Europe stronger and more secure. I would like also to thank you for your solidarity and support to the sovereign right of a European state to explore its natural resources in the exclusive economic zone. And I will end my statement by sharing what you have said. And we, the Cypriots, have a great vision for our country as well. As you did in 1991, taking the courageous decision for the reunification of Germany. You are here in Cyprus, in Nicosia, the last divided capital in Europe. We'll fight for our unification, and we do know, having great visions, but great visions don't fit in divided islands or countries. Thank you once again for being with us today, and I would like to assure you that Democratic Rally will remain strong for a stronger Europe. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Yes, I hope. I'm getting used to it by now. Organizing the mics. Here we are. Thank you very much, President of Democratic Rally. It is good to be here with friends. It is exciting for me to be here in the place where Manfred Weber started his campaign as a candidate for the President for the European Commission. And there were good reasons why he chose Cyprus. First of all, we are in awe what the enormous economic success is concerned you showed over the last 5 years. This is impressive. This shows a lot of leadership, but also because we know this is a country with, as you said, a strong vision for one united Europe. And as German, I can tell you that we have great sympathy for Cyprus, a country indeed that suffers from division, the last divided capital in Europe, and we Germans know how painful this is and how difficult such a situation is on a daily basis, but also on a very personal basis where families are divided and future is put in question. So we also know by experience, and that is something we would like to bring our friends in Cyprus to, that we know that the Democratic Rally never ever loses sight of the strong vision of one united country. And we can only support you with that, because we know that it's worth to keep up with the vision that one day will be reality. We've been talking in this conference about many different challenges and opportunities. As an important member of the European family, I want to emphasize once again that Cyprus is in a crucial geostrategic location, and therefore we know how important it is for you too, that we tighten our bonds, that we work on common projects we have together in the European Union, in the PESCO family. It is very good for us to know on a political level that our friends from the Democratic Rally are, if I may say so, true European champions, fighting for the same European values we have, and for a Europe that is, and this is important, based on the rule of law. The respect for the rule of law, we know that these are rules that shape a better future, and therefore we are full of solidarity when it comes down to respect international law and to respect the rule of law.
Any questions? Mr. Prendax from Dias Media Group, Sigma TV.
Madam Minister, you said earlier, and you repeated it at the conference, that it is necessary for all countries to follow the international law. Your statement is very important for Cyprus, having in mind the Turkish provocations in the area, which are growing over the last days, the violations of Cyprus's right to exploit its national resources. Would you like to comment on this specific issue?
Well, I did comment already that in general and overall, this is why we do have the internationally agreed laws and the international agreed order. That we all know that rules and laws do not limit us, but they put in a frame a peaceful cooperation and coexistence, which gives all those who abide to the rule of law and to the international law a prospect for a better future. And therefore, I think, independent of any kind of situation, you find in the European Union all the members with solidarity at your side when it comes down to the respect of international law, because in any situation it matters to us that the rules we've once signed all together are being respected.
In addition, I would like to mention that any discoveries of the hydrocarbons in the exclusive economic zone of the European Cyprus are resources for Europe, and Cyprus could contribute a lot in the energy security of Europe.
Any question? This is Milano from Antenna TV.
Hello. About your vision of the formation of an EU army. Could that army intervene in an incident that took place 1 year ago in the EEZ of Cyprus with Turkish ships send away a drill ship of any?
If we look back in the past, we had 28 armed forces of 28 member states of the European Union that were very fragmented. So with a complete lack of procedures, structures, and interoperability. We are working now together in the European Defence Union on overcoming fragmentation. Because there's one point, and this is crucial: if there is the political will in the European Union to act, whatever place we're talking about, if there is the political will, we need the instruments and the possibilities to act. And the European Union, if I look at the wider scope of crises around us, has a unique set of instruments, which is not only the military and the European Defence Union, but also economic development and also diplomacy for the work of reconciliation that is necessary. So in general, we're working on the European Defence Union and an army of the European. We're working on interoperability of our armed forces so that if the political will is taken, for whatever scenario might come up, we are able to act.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.